Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope we're all well. I thought today we could do a little Q&A. I'll show you what I've got. I went to Obagel, my favorite place ever, and I also got a strawberry matcha. So let's dig in, let's answer some questions, get comfy, get some snacks, and yeah, let's go. It's my strawberry matcha. Let's mix her together. Taste test. That is good. I got the Good Morning Bagel. It's so yummy. If you haven't tried it, oh, it's so good. Are you ready? Oh, I just love these bagels. Look at this. Are you actually joking? Yum. Okay, let's try. Oh my god, that is actually insane. Yum. It's also such a rainy day, you can probably tell. Such a rainy day on the Gold Coast. Summer is leaving and I'm really sad about it. I'm like the biggest summer baby ever. But anyway, let's answer some questions. So they were all on my phone, and I film on my phone, if you don't know. I realized when I was driving here, I was like, hold on a minute, they're all on my phone. How am I supposed to answer them? So I've had to remember them in my mind. So if, you know, I'm forgetting, just don't mind that. Okay, so the first question was, how do I romanticize my life? I always talk about romanticizing your life. I always say, you know, today's all about romanticizing my life. I always talk about it. So it's something I'm really big on. There's a few ways that I romanticize my life. So I'll tell you some of the ways that I do it. And yeah, so the first thing, every time I get in my car, I put on my favorite song. Like, if it's a 2-minute drive, if it's a 5-minute drive, if it's a half an hour drive, like, I have a specific playlist. The other thing, all my playlists are like, they have particular names, they have photos, like, it's really all about the little things as well. Like, when I play that playlist, it makes me feel like however the songs are. So for example, one of my playlists is Manifesting a Love Like This, and then I've got a really cute photo of like I think it's like a shadow, and it's like the guy spinning the girl around, and anyway, it's really cute. So when I put that on, all the songs are like about how, you know, I want to feel when I'm in love and all that kind of stuff. Another playlist that I have is in my country girl era, because I love country music. I always have for like a long time now. And I normally listen to that when I'm driving. So yeah, it's all about picking the kind of songs that you want to listen to when you're driving, and not just having like that, you know, that shuffled playlist. I mean, if that works for you, that works for you, that's fine. But I'm just saying how I personally romanticize my life. So yeah, so that's one thing that I do. So another way that I romanticize my life, let me just have a bite, hold on. This is so yum. Like, I actually, it's gonna be what I like think about before I go to sleep. Seriously. So the other way that I romanticize my life is, oh my god, I swear by this. I only started implementing it probably this year, but every Sunday I will have a bath. I will either have a bubble bath or a bath bomb, or what I used to do was magnesium salts in the bath, and that was life-changing because it really, really calms you. So I'm going to buy them again because that was really good. And I used to sit there and watch a movie, and that was good, but I recently have started putting like really calming music on and reading my book, and I find that just relaxes me on like a different level. Like, you're really relaxed and like getting sleepy as well, and you want to do this kind of before bedtime as well, like before you go to sleep. And so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'll read my book, listening to my really calming music, and the key factor here is a face mask. Oh my god, life-changing. I know it's like the smallest thing, but the other thing about romanticizing your life is that it's such small things. Like, it is so small. It's not like you have to do a really big thing in the world. Like, it's literally just basically doing what you do, but just elevating it that one more level, and it just feels so much better. So I'll tell you my little routine. So I'll have a shower, I'll wash my face, and if I'm washing my hair, I'll wash my hair, and then before I hop in the shower, I'll run my bath. I'll put my can't even speak. I'll put my magnesium salts in there, or like my soap, whatever I'm doing. And then, yeah, so I'll have my shower, wash my face, and then I'll get out of the shower, I'll hop into the bath. I feel like this sounds so high maintenance for, like, if there's any guys watching this, but seriously, this is what I do. So you asked the question, so I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, so then I'll hop into my bath, I'll read my book, and the face mask normally says like 15 minutes, so I'll put a timer on for 15 minutes, I'll put my really calming music on, I'll read my book, and then, yeah, I'll either like stay in there for a little bit longer and just like, you know, chill, relax, or I'll hop out and then I'll go into my room, put like my favorite pajamas on, I'll do my gratitude, and then I will read a different book. So I've got 2 books at the moment. I've got one that's all about like growing as a person, and like a really self-help kind of book. It's called Show Up. And then I've got another book that's like just really, it's just a really easy read. It's just like a rom-com, which I love. And yeah, it's just, there's nothing really to it. So I'll read that one in the bath, so that I'm not thinking about, you know, how to show up in the morning, like all that kind of stuff. But then before I go to bed, I'll read my Show Up one, because that then sets me up, I feel personally, for a really good day the next day, because I'm thinking all about like the motivation and how I feel and all that kind of stuff. So yes, that is what I will do. And then after I read my book, I will put on some beach waves, and that's what will get me to sleep. And I just, I love it. I used to listen to like dog calming music, because I have my dog next to me. But nah, the waves, next level. So good. It literally feels like you're at the beach. I'm obsessed. If you haven't done that, try it. Anyone that like struggles to get to sleep, try waves, because yeah, changed my life, seriously. Another way that I romanticize my life, I think I'm just gonna leave you with 3, otherwise I'll be here all day. Oh, I thought I spilled on my white pants, but I didn't, so it's okay. Yeah, so another way I'll romanticize my life is, let's say, my nighttime routine and my morning routine. So I'm gonna focus on nighttime, because my morning routine kind of stays the same. It's wake up early, go to the gym, go for a walk. No, it's wake up early, go to the gym, come home, have a meditation, like literally 5-minute meditation, go for a walk, have a shower, and like get ready for work or whatever I'm doing the next day. But nighttime, so let's say you finish work and you're really hungry for dinner, but you don't know what to make, right? What I'll do is either search up like some easy things, or I will think about what's my favorite dinner, or like what am I really feeling like at the moment, right? And so let's say for me tonight, I really feel like chicken carbonara with bacon and mushroom. I absolutely love that. But sometimes when you're at work or you're in the middle of something or whatever, that can sound like such a big task to do. So it's really getting rid of that kind of task feel and romanticizing it. So thinking, okay, I'm gonna finish work, I'm gonna go to the shops, I'm gonna write up my list, I'm gonna go in there, maybe get something for dessert, maybe get something that you've been wanting for a while. I think the lighting just changed, but yeah, or maybe it didn't. Yeah, so you really like romanticize the process. So I love going to the grocery store. Something about it, especially at nighttime. No one's there. It's just the best thing. I just walk around, see what's on sale, see what I want, you know, all those kind of things. You can also put music on, like put headphones in to take it that next level. But yeah, that's what you do. And you really like romanticize the process instead of thinking of it as a task and having to, you know, go home and cook dinner. But it's like, I'm going to go to the shops, I'm going to get what I need, I might get myself like a little treat, I'm going to go home, I'm going to put some music on, I'm going to do this, that. Like, it's the way that you think about it, and it's the perspective is really kind of what romanticizing your life is about. You know, you can do such small things, you can go for a walk or whatever, but it's like taking that moment and being really present and appreciating the little things. Like, if I see a flower, I'll literally pick it up, put it in my hair. Like, just little things like that, and it makes you just love life so much more. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's how I romanticize my life. So yeah, I hope this helped if you're like wanting to romanticize your life, or if you were just interested, or yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the next question. I feel like that was a really big answer, but I'm so passionate about romanticizing your life and doing things like just, really appreciating the little things. I'm so big on that. So yes. Anyway, my next question, let's take another bite of my little bagel. Yum. My next question was, let me just think about it. Yes, okay. It was, how are you doing? And I love that question. I see people answer that all the time, and like, it's just so nice to genuinely take a step back and be like, how am I doing? Like, how am I feeling? Like, I feel like we think about how we feel all the time, but not actually. Like, life is so fast paced. Yours might not be, mine is very fast paced. So the slow moments for me, like, I appreciate them so much. But yeah, so anyway, get to the question. Seriously, I'm such a rambler. Anyway, how am I doing? I feel like I am like the best I've ever been, to be honest. I feel like for me, I've really started to appreciate being single and not like looking at couples and thinking, oh, I want that, you know, how do I get that kind of thing. Like, I'm really appreciating being single, and really like being grateful for the moments that I get on my own, and figuring out who I am and who I want to be, and little things that I'm working on in my life to, you know, build a future for myself, because I know that I'm going to meet my dream man someday. I just don't know when he's coming, but I want to be the best version of myself. And that's kind of what I've realized. So each day for me is a step that I use to really grow myself, and like, what can I do better? And yeah, I feel like I'm genuinely really good. I feel like I've changed my perspective a lot on life. And like I said to you, romanticizing your life, the small things, all those kind of things. Like, yeah, I genuinely feel like I am the happiest that I've been. I feel like I'm so, what's the word? Like, I love being in my own company, and I've never really been in that situation. Like, I have always loved being on my own, but not to the point of where I am now, where I'm like, no, actually, I don't want to hang out with you. I'll just spend time by myself and do what I want to do, kind of thing. Whereas before it would be like, oh no, like, I have to, you know, I feel like I have to hang out with someone because they're asking me. But in actual fact, you don't, and it's your life, and yeah, whatever you want to do is what you want to do. So stick with that. Yeah, so really changing my perspective and realizing that, you know, I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to settle for something that I don't want. If I'm so happy in myself and I'm like, you know, happy in the person that I am, well, I want my partner to like add to that, you know. Like, if someone comes into my life and drags me down, I think I'm at the point where now I could be like, I'm gonna walk away from that, because I don't need that in my life. Whereas before it was like, oh, you know, but it's a man, but it's a boyfriend, but it's attention. Like, no, you need to, yeah, I feel like I'm at the point now where it's like, if you're not adding to my life, then you don't really need to be in my life, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. Another thing for me was flight attending really changed my life as well. Like, that for me grew me so much. Like, the thing that you go through in ground school is not easy. Like, if you want to be a flight attendant, I would honestly say go for it, because the things that you learn in that of things that you're not going to learn anywhere else, like in another job. One thing about ground school is that you learn something one day, you're examined on it either that afternoon or the day after. And so picture this, you're learning, you know, you've got 12 pieces of equipment that you need to know. So you get told the steps on how the equipment work, the precautions, the like little things that you need to know about the equipment. You're literally examined on that. Like, let's say sometimes the next day. I think for us it was maybe the next week, but I know with some airlines, like it's a really competitive industry, so they kind of want to knuckle down on the people that are really going to be able to save the lives and be able to, you know what they're doing as well. And so yeah, it was really hard. I literally tell you in flight attending that your brain, the way that you have to store things is like a file in your brain. Like, you don't carry around big pieces of paper when, oh no, something's gone wrong in the plane, like let me just refer to my book here. Like, no, you remember that in your mind. So yeah, it was very, very, very intense. And obviously, so I finished ground school, I think it was in February. I think I finished in February because I started in January. Started on the 8th of January because it was like right after my birthday. And I think I finished in, February, I'm going to go with. Could have been like the start of March. Anyway, I didn't go flying until, I think it was April. I think I filmed about that. Like, I was waiting for my flying license, my ASIC, to come in the mail. So I only did like 5 flights, because by the time I got my ASIC and then I was flying, that's kind of when the company went into liquidation. So that was really unfortunate, because the company that I worked for was actually such a beautiful company to work for. Like, the people, the morals, values that the company had, and the value that they gave their staff members, like, it was honestly such a beautiful company to work for. And the fact that it went down was really sad. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. But yeah, so I obviously did my flying and stuff like that, and I kind of realized for me that this big dream that I had about being a flight attendant wasn't really the dream that I had. Like, the way that flight attending is portrayed and the way that it actually is are two different things. Like, some people absolutely love it, and that is beautiful. Like, I love that. But yeah, for me it was just a bit like, oh, okay, like that's, it's a bit different to how I had it in my head as well. And another thing was that I put traveling and flight attending into the same bubble. Like, I wanted to travel, so I was like, yeah, I'll be a flight attendant as a career. But in actual fact, you can do other careers and still travel. I mean, obviously, but yeah, so for me, I put those two things into the same, I guess, category. And yes, you do get to travel, but it is a lot more than that as well. So yeah, that was a little bit of a ramble, but yeah, that is how I'm doing. I feel like I have definitely grown as a person, and yeah, just so happy with where I am at the moment. My next question is, what's a recent hobby that you love or that you've just learned? I think we all know the answer. Stand-up paddleboarding. I'm obsessed with it. I literally love it so much, and the fact that I can stand up, no. When I tell you, I am very uncoordinated, like a tall giraffe. Giraffe? Yeah. Like a tall giraffe, and like can't really, I don't know. When I first got on that paddleboard, I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, I had no idea. You should have seen me on there. I was like going this way, and I'd be going like the complete opposite way. Like, oh, seriously, it was just a catastrophe. I was like, I'm never getting up on this thing. And I'm up. I'm a bit wobbly still. I think we can all see that. But yeah, no, it's honestly been so good. And I feel like a hobby is something like really good to have, because you're also growing in something. You're learning something new. I feel like I will always be a big believer in, like, when you're learning something that grows you so much, like, yeah, so much. So yeah, no, I honestly love it. It's currently mine and mum's little thing to do, and I just love it so much. She got her paddleboard last year for her birthday around June. And yeah, she was going out with my aunties and stuff. And so she kind of learnt to stand up that way. So when I got on there, she was like already a pro. I was like this little, oh my god, I had no idea what I was doing. Like, actually no idea. I thought, oh yeah, this is going to be piss easy. No way. Oh my god. It was so hard. But yeah, so I just love that we have a little thing to do together, and it's really, I just love it so much. She's the one that vlogs my videos, and in the background she's always like talking in the background. I'll have to leave it in one time. She's like hyping me up so much. It's so cute. But yeah, so that's my little hobby that I'm loving at the moment. Absolutely love it. Another thing I wanted to get into was tennis. I bought a tennis racket and everything, and I just haven't been yet, but I'll get there. I will. And what's another hobby of mine? I feel like that's like my big one at the moment. I don't know if you'd call it a hobby, but I love like going and finding new places and new cafes and all that kind of stuff. I absolutely love that so much. But yeah, my next question is, I just recently broke up with my boyfriend, well, now my ex. Do you have any advice for someone going through a breakup? Me personally, I've never been through a really big breakup like other people go through. I've actually never had like a proper boyfriend, I guess. I've had like things and flings and situationships and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'll give you some advice. Let me just have a drink. So, I feel like if someone's going through a breakup, I personally think the best thing you can do is treat yourself how you would treat your best friend. So, being really gentle on yourself, taking the time, journaling how you feel, talking to people about it, doing things that you love, you know, spending time with yourself, realizing in your head that it obviously happened for a reason. Just really being super gentle on yourself. I can't express that enough. I feel like sometimes when people go through breakups, like friends that I've had previously, when they go through breakups, it's like you put all this pressure on yourself to not do things by yourself, but like you force yourself to grow in like 2 weeks into like this whole new person. And it's like, that's actually not going to happen for you. Like, if you're so used to having this person by your side and having, you know, a duo, like it's always you two doing things, then it's not going to be easy. It's really not. And I feel like another thing as well is things take time. It's going to take time to get over that. But the other thing is, like, let yourself feel how you need to feel. So if it happened amicably, is that the word? Yeah, amicably, and you guys are like still friends and stuff, that's fine. But also realize that if you have that person as your friend, and let's not say a friend, let's say you're still treating them as your best friend, still talking to them, trying to get their attention all the time, you know, all these things, you're actually not going to move on in the way that you want to move on. Having that person in your life is, yeah, it's not gonna help, like, I get in a friend way, but maybe have that conversation about, you know, hey, yes, we can be friends, but let's just take some time on our own for now, because yeah, you can't see the big picture until you're by yourself and alone and really thinking about how you feel, which can be daunting, yes, but it's also, yeah, treating yourself like your best friend. Again, like, journaling your thoughts is like talking to someone, and talking to someone that's not going to judge you, just being there to listen. Like, journal your thoughts. I can't express that enough, because when you're journaling, that's you getting it out of your system and out of your brain and out of your feelings as well. And yeah, I just think it would be really hard going through a breakup. So I'm sorry if I sound like you know, don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm just saying what I would do if I was to go through a breakup. But yeah, just be so gentle on yourself. Fill your cup as well. Like, plan things that you want to do. I'm not going to say, like, try to distract yourself, because I definitely think feeling the feelings is a key thing to this, because I know that it is so hard to do. But it's bottled up down the track and you haven't felt those feelings, you're going to feel them so much more. And yeah. And once I've been through a breakup, but I've been through something, yeah, not a breakup, but this person meant a lot to me in my life, and things happened and I had to take it upon myself to remove him out of my life, and that was really hard for me, like really hard. But I had to just put my big girl pants on. I had to just unfriend him on things, and that was the only way that I physically could move on from this person. And for ages I, you know, would doubt myself and be like, no, like I need this person back in my life. Oh my god, my foot's going really dead. Ow. Okay, I'm just gonna move positions. Oh my god, I have like pins and needles. That is not fun. But yeah, I would doubt myself thinking, you know, I need this person in my life, but in actual fact you don't. Like, if you deep down know that this person isn't bringing value to your life, or bringing you down in some way, or bringing confusion to your life, then yeah, you know in your heart that you know what you need to do. But I understand how hard it is to come to that conclusion, because cutting someone out of your life is really hard. It's so hard, especially when that person's been in your life for a long time. So yeah, just really knowing in your mind that you've really accomplished something really big by cutting this person out of your life, because it's hard. I'm proud of you. I'm freaking so proud of you. If you're cutting someone out of your life, or you know in your heart that this person is not, you know, bringing value to your life, or really like doesn't need to be in your life, and you're cutting them out of there, so proud, because it's hard. It's really hard, especially when you do it, because all that pressure is on yourself. Like, you're the one making that decision. Oh my god, another thing I want to share with you. Oh my god, this makes me excited, because you know how when someone removes us or unfriends us or something, obviously I've just talked about how I did it to someone, but when somebody does it to you, oh, again, I've changed my perspective, because I used to get so cut thinking, oh my god, what did I do to this person? You know, like, this person hates me, blah, 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 whatever. No way, not anymore. Oh my god, I just put food on my head. Not anymore. That is an easy goodbye, okay? I put this on my, Unhinged story. So I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I haven't shared it on here, so I'm going to tell you, because it is literally an easy goodbye. So you know how someone walks into your life, right? Someone walks into your life, they can easily walk out as well, and all that does is they've opened the door and they've walked out. It's literally an easy goodbye, because you didn't have to do anything. That if that person was meant to be in your life, the universe would keep that person in your life. If anyone is meant to be in your life, they will be in your life. The universe won't remove someone from your life if they're meant to be in your life. Remember that, okay? That is key knowledge, because once you know that, yeah, you just have to trust that. I think I did a post the other day and it was about like trusting that everything works out in the right time, and that you don't need to put pressure on things. Like, you know, all this time I've been wanting a boyfriend and whatever, but it's like, genuinely, why? Like, the boyfriend's gonna come. It's about how I want to use this time while he's, you know, figuring out his stuff and then gonna come my way. But yeah, well, you are single, and this is not for anyone that's freshly going through a breakup. I'm saying, like, if you're single and have been for a while and want the boyfriend and, you know, all that jazz, use this time and really grow yourself and get yourself to the best person that you want to be, the best version of yourself, okay? And have so much self-love that you don't need to feel like, what's the word? Validated. That is the word. You don't need to feel validated by the guy that comes into your life, because you have so much self-love. You know that you are whole. You know you're full. You know that you are enough. And once you realize that, this guy will just come and literally love you so much. But yeah, anyway, I feel like I rambled again, but what was the next question? Let's have a look. So, I've finished my bagel. There's another half here, but I think I'm just going to give it to my papa when I get home because I'm quite full. My next question is, what is your favorite sweetie treaty or like comfort food? Mine, I'm sure we all know by now, is pods, the Mars pods. I literally love them so much, and it's only the Mars ones that I love. Don't really like the Twix, don't like the Snickers. Like, it's the Mars. That's what I like. And either like caramel block or the breakaway block of chocolate. That's my go-to comfort food and like sweet treats. My next question was, do I have any siblings? I do. I have a younger brother. He is, oh my god, he turns 20 in like, what's the date today? Turns 20 like this week, I think. Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, but he actually lives in New Zealand. And then that brings me to my next question is, when did I move over here? I moved over here in 2017 to the Gold Coast. So it's coming up to my 2017 like 8-year anniversary, which is super exciting. Best decision ever, moving to the Gold Coast. I honestly love it so much. I don't think I would be who I am if I stayed in New Zealand. I'm just gonna fix my lips. I don't think I have told you guys my lip combo. You wanna know? I'll tell you. So it's changed. I use both. I use Rare Beauty Gifted. This isn't even a question, but I'm just going to tell you anyway. I use the Rare Beauty Gifted. That's the one that I bought in my last video and wasn't really sure about it, but I think I've come to love it. And then I use the MAC Whirl as well. And then I use my little Dior lip oil. So yeah, I'm just going to fix my lips and then I'll be back. There we go. It's a bit better, a bit more fresh. My next question that I get, and I actually love this question so much, and it's about, oh god, cannot get comfy, but it's about my YouTube. And the question was, I want to start filming YouTube, but I'm scared that I'm going to get no views. Honestly, girl, if you want to start YouTube, just start it. Who cares about the views? Literally, I could not care less about the views that I get. I don't make videos or post content because I want 10 million views or 10,000 views, whatever. No, I literally do this because I love doing it. Like, so I'll tell you a little story. I started a YouTube channel back in, I think it was 2020. Yeah, it was during COVID, and it was with Shah. And it's still up. You can go and have a look at it, whatever you want to do. Our first video, I think, was picking up our puppies, which actually got a few views, but we didn't do it for that. We literally, I always knew that I wanted to do YouTube. I just didn't really know how to go about it. And to be honest, back then I was a bit like naive and I didn't know if like you had to pay for it or what you had to do. So, yeah, we were really into watching YouTube videos and stuff like that, and YouTube wasn't really a big thing back then, to be honest. Started a channel back then, and I used to edit all the videos, and we would both come up with like the content that we wanted to create and all that kind of stuff, and I absolutely loved it. I was like, yep, I've found my passion, like, yes, this was for me, right? And so then COVID kind of finished. Life got busy again. We kind of like just stopped filming videos. I think she moved out as well because we were living together at the time, and then I think she moved out, and anyway, life just changed, and so we stopped filming videos. But I always knew that in the back of my mind that I like loved filming videos, right? And so I made my own channel. I think it was 2023, and I was really consistent with my videos, like took you guys to Bali with me. That was so much fun, and yeah, I just loved it. And then after flight attending, a few things happened, like family wise, and I had like a big family emergency with my dad. Thankfully he's okay now, but that was really scary. But I was honestly so lost. Like, I'm just gonna be real, I was so lost after flight attending, because for me that was such a big dream for mine. Like, I got into it after ground school and I was like, oh my god, like I can't believe I'm doing my dream job, like this was it for me. And so obviously when the dream job wasn't necessarily the dream job, that was hard to go through, because I was like, well, what am I going to do now? And even still now, like, I don't really know what my big dream is, I guess. Like, I have a few ideas, but yeah, I'm going to go to Europe and see, you know, what inspires me and how I feel and stuff. But yeah, so where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so I was really consistent with filming, and then I kind of, obviously, with the big family emergency happening, I kind of like stopped filming content because I was just really lost in what to do. And yeah, now I'm just back to filming. It makes me happy, filming content, and that is what matters to me. And I feel like if you want to start a YouTube channel and you're scared about the views, don't worry about the views. The views is a bonus. Like, if you love filming your life and, you know, talking to a camera and all that kind of stuff, if you love doing that, do it. Like, literally, what is stopping you? What is stopping you? And the other thing that you have to remember is that nobody starts at 10,000 views. Everybody starts at 0 or 10 or 20 or even 20 views though, like, or even 10, even 2 views. Like, that is 2 people watching your content. Like, be proud of that. Be proud of the content that you post, and like, celebrate the small wins as well. Like, don't think, oh, just 1 view. Like, seriously, like, that's 1 person that, you know, is watching something that you put out there. Like, yeah, just flip the perspective. That's what I've learned to do. But yes, if you want to start a YouTube channel, my straw is like, you know how it's paper and it like rips? Yep, that's happened to my straw. Anyway, yes, if you want to start a YouTube channel, go for it. Honestly, drop your thing in the comments. I'll go and follow you. I'll comment on all your things. Like, I think this world needs so much more positivity and support as well. So I'll be there for you, girl. I'll support you, even boy, anyone. Like, I love supporting people. So if you have a YouTube channel and you're scared about views, honestly, don't be. Like, do it because you love doing it. And I can't express that enough. So yes, that answers your question. Don't worry about the views. Do it for you, okay? My next question was, what is your like schedule for posting your YouTube videos? Honestly, I don't have one. I aim now to have 1 video out a month, and that's just because of something that I've decided. When I first started this channel, I wanted to do weekly videos, like a new video every week, but I slowly realized that that is not functionable in my life and would be very boring for you to watch, because I'm probably only doing something fun like at least once a week. The rest is like working and super routine based. Like, I mean, if you want to see that, tell me, but personally I feel like you'd be a bit bored. So I do monthly vlogs, which a lot of like YouTubers and content creators and stuff don't do that. They do weekly vlogs, but yeah, so I will do a monthly video, and then if I get 2 videos out in 1 month, then that's just a bonus for me. But I personally work on having 1 video a month. And the other thing as well, don't put so much pressure on yourself. If you're doing this because you love doing it, don't put pressure on yourself, because that will make the passion like fade away. If you're going to put so much pressure on yourself and stress yourself out about it, like, really appreciate it as a hobby. And, you know, if you don't want to film, you don't want to film. Like, you don't have to, you know, there's no brand relying on you. And yeah, I feel like for me that's a nice thing that I like, is that I just do this when I want to do it. Like, there's no one telling me that I have to post a video or anything like that. So yeah, my next question was, what breed is Anjo? He is a Maltese poodle. He's 4 at the moment. And yeah, he's just the cutest little boy, and I love him so much. Oh my god, at my job the other week, one of the like someone that came in had just bought a Moodle puppy, and I went up there and I was like, oh my god, is that a Moodle? And they were like, oh my god, everyone always thinks he's like a cavoodle, like how'd you know he was a Moodle? And I was like, oh my god, I've got one of them at home. I was just obsessed. It looked exactly like baby Anjo, and I was just like in heaven. Seriously, I was like, oh my god, like it just took me back to baby Anjo, and so cute. My next question was, have you had anything done, any lip filler or anything done to your face? No, I have not. I have not had my lips done or anything done to my face. But yeah, that answers your question. And my lucky last question, which is going to end the video, is, are you a morning or night person? I am going to say, oh, I actually haven't thought about that. That's a hard question because I love my night routine, but I also want to be a morning person. I'm going to say in 2 months, I would answer this as a morning person because that's what I'm currently working towards at the moment. But at the moment, I'm a night person. Like, I love, you know, cooking my dinner, having a bath, getting in my favorite pajamas, doing my gratitude, journaling, like all that kind of stuff. I absolutely love it. And yeah, whereas, yeah, I always am going to be a night person, but I definitely love a sleep in every now and then. And sometimes it is a struggle for me to get up. And I know it's a struggle for a lot of people to get up, but I want to be at that point where it's like, getting up is just like something that I automatically do. I feel like I'm not at that point yet. I'm definitely working towards it. But yeah, so I try to get up early every morning, and I probably am able to do that maybe 2 or 3 times a week without a struggle. No, 2 without a struggle. And then the other 2 is like a struggle. Whereas, yeah, I just want to be at that point where to get up and have a body clock that's, you know, early and just, oh my god, that's the word, habit. I want to make it a habit to just get up early and do my morning routine, which is what I'm working on at the moment. That's why I said I'm not going to answer it as a morning person now, but in like a month or 2 from now, then yes, I would probably say a morning person. Because I absolutely love a sunrise walk, like on the beach. I love getting up early. I love the energy that the morning has rather than the nighttime. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that because I'm really rambling now. But thank you guys so much for doing my little Q&A with me. It was so much fun. Thank you for asking me questions, and I hope my answers were, you know, made sense. If you are able to get to an O bagel, definitely try the Good Morning Bagel and get yourself a strawberry matcha because that was really good. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your morning, night or day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.